It is undeniable that roads play a significant role in economic development and growth, as well as bringing many social benefits. Moreover, road infrastructure affects health, education, economic opportunities, connectivity, and safe mobility. Also, on vacation or as a getaway, hitting the open road can be a great experience. The majority of routes are relatively safe, but some roads pose a much greater risk. It is for this reason that dozens or hundreds of people lose their lives each year on dangerous roads. Aside from this, with just one false move, other roads could claim your life. So here are the top 10 deadliest roads in the world. Number 10. Skipper's Canyon in New Zealand. In a very narrow cut in the middle of a sheer cliff face, this unpaved road was carved by hand by miners more than 140 years ago. It's located between the paved Coronet Peak Road and Skipper's Campground. Skipper's Canyon Road is 17.4 kilometers long. As the track traverses, the canyons face above the Shotover River. It flies high above its power. This is an exhilaratingly treacherous, narrow winding pathway with a few hundred-meter drop-off. That is why you must drive with caution, especially since there are no turnarounds for the first 6 kilometers of the road, which is mostly one-way. Further, Skipper's Canyon has many sections without pavement and many hills, making it an especially unique road in New Zealand. The miners carved it by hand to aid people in reaching the mountains to search for gold. Along with its unpaved surface, this road is also very narrow and has sharp bends. As a result, drivers must have a high level of skill to navigate it. The fact that most car insurance excludes accidents on this road illustrates its dangerous nature. Still, people flock here to admire its magnificent views despite these. Number 9. Fairy Meadow Roads in Pakistan. It is also known as Nanga Parbat Pass and is located in the Gilgit-Baltistan region of Pakistan. The Fairy Meadow Roads is a breathtaking and dangerous mountain road. In addition to being completely unpaved, there are no guardrails to prevent you from falling on the road, and near the end, you'll have to walk or pedal to cover the final section. That is why there's no doubt that this is one of the most dangerous roads on Earth. Moreover, many people are prevented from enjoying the view of Fairy Meadows because of the risk involved in getting there. As a treacherous high-altitude, unstable, narrow mountain road, the road was ranked as the world's second deadliest highway in 2013. There's a 6-mile climb on a narrow unpaved road with uneven surfaces, which is the most dangerous part of this road. Vehicles could fall off the cliff into a fiery death because there are no barriers and road width is no wider than a Jeep Wrangler, and there's plenty of traffic passing through. It only takes one false move to send you plummeting. Aside from this, because of the narrow congested lanes on the last part of the road, you need to use a bicycle or walk the remaining portions to Fairy Meadows. Number 8. Pan American Highway from Alaska to Chile. It is an intercontinental highway network connecting North America and South America. It was originally envisioned as a single route in 1923, but soon expanded to include a vast network of highways in dozens of countries. Further, almost 30,600 kilometers of the system extend from Alaska and Canada to Chile, Brazil, and Argentina's southern tip. There is extreme danger from the treacherous, inhospitable terrain and the threat of kidnappings and other types of violence from guerrillas, drug traffickers, and smugglers. When traveling the Pan American Highway, those who want to bypass the gap usually take a boat or a plane. Number 7 is the Siberian Road to Yakutsk in Russia. Russia and Yakutia can only be reached by this route. About 1,235 kilometers of the world's most dangerous road stretches across it. There's no other way to reach Yakutsk apart from this highway, which is the official federal highway. It would be very unlucky if you failed to predict the likely rain in the area. Further, clay roads like this are washed out during the rainy season and even tractors can drive on them. Another trivia is that flowing streams in the vicinity gave this track the name Lena. Normally, this road is only usable during winter, but after spring, the bad weather causes the road to become a swamp of clay. During summer, the highway is extremely desert-like, but in the winter, it becomes a little more lively. In winter, the road is open from the end of November until the beginning of April, and its exact dates vary with the weather. The Siberian road to Yakutsk faces many threats. Chief among them are cold temperatures and isolation. Besides Antarctica, this is the only place where the temperature has been recorded to be colder than this road during the winter. Think about how wearing glasses can result in metal freezing to your face. It's bad enough to have ice in winter, but during summer, it isn't better as well. Due to the ice turning into mud, this is the only road that goes to and from Yakutsk. This is why it is still commonly used today. Since there exists only one road, emergency supplies must be kept on hand. You will likely get trapped if you get stuck, and anyone trying to help you will probably get stuck as well. Number 6 is Guoliang Tunnel Road in China. We all know that if we are driving on the road, we have to be as careful as we can. But in Guoliang Tunnel Road, you have to be perfect. But why? Located in the province of Henan, south of Beijing, Guoliang Road is also known as the Road of No Mistakes. The road is considered to be one of the most dangerous in the world. It connects Guoliang with the rest of China along with Taihang Mountain, built in the mid-1970s. A dizzying climb between ravines and precipices was the only way to reach Huixiang and Xinxiang before the road was built. There's no information as to how structurally sound this road is, which contributes to its danger. Also, two cars can barely pass one another given their size, and the road stretches 1.2 kilometers or 0.75 miles. It is also at risk of natural disasters, in addition to structural issues because the road is not lit or guarded. And in this area, there are plenty of trenches and a high risk of rockfalls. Besides mudslides and extreme fog, this region has slippery conditions as well. Number 5. Killar to Pangi Road in India. It is a real treat for experienced motorbike riders owing to its dangerous and deadly nature. A part of National Highway 26, the unpaved road connects Kishtwar in Jammu and Kashmir and Killar in Himachal Pradesh across the towering forests of Kishtwar. Further, it is one of the less traveled Himalayan routes due to its difficulty and risks. Nearly 150 miles of this rocky, narrow, and spine-chilling road wind their way around a steep-walled gorge, much of it cut from stone cliff faces. Through a series of harrowing switchbacks and slopes, the cliffhanger climbs from 5,374 feet in Kishtwar to 8,091 feet in Killar. And you may want to back away if you are faint-hearted, because a rider could be plunged 2,000 feet down the Chenab River if they dare make the slightest mistake on one side. As with the Guoliang Tunnel Road, the structural integrity of this road is a concern. Worse yet, it has seen almost no repairs since it was built hundreds of years ago. Then, there is only enough room for one vehicle on this unpaved road. Since mudslides and poor visibility pose a risk during winter, roads are only open during the summer. Number 4 is the Dalton Highway in Alaska. From Dead Horse to Elliott Highway, the Dalton Highway or Dalton Pass covers 666 kilometers. While the road may be dangerous, truckers frequently use it to access or leave Prudhoe Bay oil fields. During the winter, it is frequently tormented by cold temperatures, snow, and ice, affecting visibility and driving. This road is frequented by large commercial oil trucks traveling at very high speeds, so watch out, and wildlife also roams freely along the road at random. Besides being dangerous, this road is so far from medical facilities that a simple accident can easily turn deadly, so getting stranded without supplies could easily lead to death. A stretch of 240 miles without stops or resources would be that long. Due to this, trucks traveling this route are probably stocked with survival gear. However, ice truckers who have driven on Dalton Highway for a long time will still avoid it amid winter. Number 3 is Atlantic Ocean Road in Norway. In Norway, including along the Atlantic Ocean Road, you'll find breathtaking scenery. Even though some parts of this road are perfectly safe to drive on, the other parts are extremely dangerous. 8 kilometers or 5.2 miles of the road are considered the deadliest, and on its way to the mainland, it passes through an archipelago in Møre og Romsdal County. Both the angle of the road and the ocean make it dangerous, and over 300 meters of the bridge are angled oddly. In the wintertime, the stretch of land is pounded by the ocean and wind created by the bridge's curves, and your life could be at risk if you drive in a storm. Number 2. Bayburt D915 in Turkey. One of the world's toughest roads is D915. This extreme road runs between the northeast Anatolia region of Turkey and the Black Sea. You should only drive down this road if you are suicidal, insane, or paid to do so, because there are 29 hairpin bends along the 66-mile route in Turkey. The only thing preventing you from accidentally driving off the edge is your driving skills, since there are no barriers or railings on any of these bends or portions of the road. In the winter, portions of the road are closed due to treacherous weather and blizzards, making it impassable at times. Despite your best efforts, you may lose your life in heavy snowfalls, avalanches, or landslides. Even though this road is so dangerous, it is regularly used by locals for almost every type of transportation. Now, down to our number 1, North Yungas Road, known as the Road of Death in Bolivia. Stay away from this road if you don't want to travel on one nicknamed the Road of Death. There are almost 50 miles of one-lane road on the Road of Death between La Paz and Coroico, which features vertical drops as much as 3,000 feet into the Amazon rainforest below. And do you know what's even more amazing? It is incredible to know that there are more than 200 hairpin turns on the road. Since then, nearly 300 road deaths have occurred every year for almost 3 decades. And there are several makeshift memorials near places where people have plunged over precipices and crashed into jungle ravines. Due to the construction of a 2-lane paved road, road traffic has diminished on the worst section of the road. Still, cyclists take on the road of death, dying along the way. So, what can you say about it? Are you still interested in traveling on these roads? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe for more and share this video if you love it.